And here we go, fans, ready for the tip-off of game semifinal 2, the men's 2020-21 DNA Swag Hoop Classic. Just collecting ourselves. We're too excited. We're overexcited for this matchup between the Bernice McNaughton Highlanders and the Sussex High Sonics. We're going to talk about matchups because that's going to be key to this game as the game starts with a big three from Jai Puna. Oh, pardon me, Caleb Velarde. Excuse me, fans. I haven't watched your team play in a couple days, and I've had a million names running through my brain since then. So
I'm going to give a quick shout out just because I know that he won't. Just a quick shout out to my partner here, Dave. Dave has called every game so far this week. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to take him 3 weeks just to not talk basketball after this is over.
Yeah.
But if you've been tuned into any game so far or even this one, Dave has been with you the whole time. So big shout out to my partner here. Well done.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, you know. I'm going to say it anyway, right?
So we're going to see – is that the first tussle resulting in two players going to the ground that we're going to see in this game? I
think we're going to get a steady die to that.
I think we're going to get that. These teams are both super, super tough, and that is a shot clock violation. So let's talk about matchups here. Matthias Muscroft. Don't laugh. I got it right.
No, I'm proud of you.
Mrs. Muscroft, I did it right that time. Thank you for the heads up. I've been doing a hard T all week. Matthias. And a nice dance inside there.
You were using all the
Orozco.
T's.
But these teams are a couple of hard-nosed, tough-to-play-against teams. And we talked about Matthias Muscroft and how smooth and talented he is as a grade 11 kid. And we talked to the BMHS as 2 threes now. That is Jai Puna raining in a 3. So 2 threes now for BMHS to start the game, and the Highlanders off to a quick 6-0 start. And, yep, there's one Cooper starting off on Muscroft and getting a steal up to Puna. And he stops and back out to Velarde. This backcourt from Bernice McNaughton ran the show against Riverview High in the matchup we witnessed here in this gym. And steal right back from Muscroft, and he's going to go to the glass and gets it knocked off his thigh and out of bounds.
So this will be interesting to see if they're going to put that amount of pressure on him this game to see how he responds to it. Like I saw that frustration, and we talked a lot yesterday about body language in the gym.
Oh, and Orozco and Coach Mark Muscroft thinks that should be going the other way. I don't think I disagree with him. That looked to me like it was off Orozco, just the pressure defense from Walker. And evidently they've decided that Orozco is the man they want their best defensive player on, because that's who Walker is always matched up against. Look at that drop-off pass and the lay-in. And Bernice McNaughton, Ethan Briand lays it in, and they're off to a quick 8-0 start. And Connor Humphrey now at the top for Sussex. Off to George Walker. His brother Aaron. Orozco and here matched up on both sides of the floor. Walker banks in a 3.
He'll take it. Whew. However, it doesn't matter how you get it.
Under intense pressure from Puna defensively, and that one was a prayer that was answered. And McNaughton looking some tough to start this game. Orozco off the Puna. He's going to try another 3, and he's got it. Woo! Get out your umbrellas early. In the Crandall University gym, we saw some 3s rained in from Fredericton High and Moncton High in game number 1. We're seeing it here again. Velarde and Puna for Bernice McNaughton off the quick starts. And the screen there. Puna's going to use that screen from Cooper Lennox. And Velarde on the penetration, not that a bounce is going to stay with Orozco. So we talked to temporary coach for the Bernice McNaughton Highlanders before the game. And what? Is that it? Does he have a job title? That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Temporary coach. And Orozco misses from the corner. Look at that rebound from Cooper. Carson back up for 2. Our player of the game in the first game that we did here. Connor Humphrey's going to go baseline. Not there. Brody Black penetrates and has it knocked away. And suffocating stuff early from McNaughton. So Coach Nick Earl, we talked to him before the game, how are you going to handle Matthias Muscroft? Because he is a handful, and he said the two Coopers, he's going to get a steady diet of the two Coopers, and if he manages to get around their defense, then good on him. And he's right. Carson and Lennox are tough on the defensive end of the floor, as is the entire squad, really. And you could say the same for Sussex, but they are getting run over a little bit here early from Bernice McNaughton. Patience from them. They get another wide open three, but it's missed, and Muscroft comes down with it, kicks it ahead to Connor Humphrey. Aaron Walker runs through the lane. Doesn't get to him. George Walker. Matthias Muscroft as they get into that wheel motion. Muscroft pulls up off to Humphrey. Open J, and he books it. Nice offense there.
And
so
far, Muscroft is making the right decision in terms of, finding guys who are open. He understands he's going to face a lot of pressure this game.
Puna up top to Velarde with a little fading three. Doesn't go. Orozco, who's been everywhere early for Bernice McNaughton, gets the rebound. Puna starts the offense again. And Orozco and Walker. Walker is all over every pass, attempted pass. He's not going to let Orozco have anything easy over there.
No, you're going to work for it all.
Yeah, and they've decided that Orozco is the man. They want their man on because that's what Walker's job is. Aaron Walker, the elder Walker, the grade 11 Walker. And a drive in there from Brienne is short, but Orozco again with the extra effort, creating more opportunities. And Aaron Walker with his first foul. You don't want him in foul trouble to do the Sonics.
No.
I want to watch his next couple of minutes because he's going to play physical and bump Orozco everywhere.
Well, and he didn't like that foul, and I don't think he was wrong.
No, I don't think he necessarily was
he got his arm pulled down, and he got caught up in that. And
Aaron Walker with a smooth jumper off a long feed.
And in a game like this, that would upset you because you can't afford to be wasting fouls because, you need to be in the game.
Absolutely not. And Matthias Muscroft and the Sonics have reacted well after a tough start. And look at that feed from Velarde. Orozco lays it in. The magician on the wing. And Muscroft looking for three, doesn't get it. Walker hustles, but it's saved back into McNaughton, and they're going to run. Orozco on the wing. Pulls back to Velarde. Velarde and Connor Humphrey are going to be a matchup to watch the rest of this game. Couple of hard-nosed point guards. One of many in this tournament, guys and girls side. The point guard play in this tournament.
Oh, it's been phenomenal.
On both sides, guys and girls. The girls' point guard play, too. Just some really high-level stuff. And substitutions come in. McNaughton. Bradley Steele into the game. And he wheels around Velarde. The screen from Steele doesn't finish. And Humphrey beats everybody up the floor and lays it in. Little miscommunication there. And Bernice McNaughton wants a timeout. And Sussex, after a rough start, has calmed things down. And kudos to them because that was an avalanche coming out of the open. Even though that first three they got was kind of a lucky banker from Walker, but they've propelled themselves from that, and they've calmed themselves down. And what do you think they've done here in the last couple minutes there, Thea?
Just what you said. They calmed themselves down and actually, got away from just trying to force the ball anywhere. They just, they got back to who they are. Mm-hmm. Discipline, run your wheel.
Yep.
And there's decades of proof that the wheel works.
And I talked to Muscroft before the game, and and I asked him, what'd you talk about with your guys, keys to the game for this matchup, and he said, I'm not a guy that goes, talks about the other team very much.
Right.
I
it's
talk
about us.
I talk about what we do.
Yep.
And then if they're doing something to us in the game, we'll talk about it and make adjustments, but I don't do he talked about the 80-20 principle. He's like, I like to take the top two problems that they cause us and talk about them and try to eliminate them. Because it's problems 1 and 2 that are going to get you, not problems 3, 4, and 5.
Yep.
I love listening to him. I'd like to sit down and talk hoops with him for 8 hours because I could tell it'd be fun. But Musgrove, he loves the game. You can tell he's been around it forever. He played it at a super high level back in those. He was one of those underrated guys around those John Ryan years.
Right.
Dave Haley, all those players from that era from Sussex High. He was kind of that underrated, kind of the Clay Thompson-esque kind of do-everything guy. He was a really good player back in his day, and he coaches these kids up really well too, obviously. Steele.
I call them the most dangerous guys in the game that you don't plan for.
Yep.
Right? You plan for the name, and then this guy comes in and kills you.
Yep. And now keying it in. Humphrey knocks it out of bounds. Not giving up anything. And 15-9 the score here. 4:12 remaining. First quarter, the second semifinal here at the 2021 DNA Swag Hoop Classic. I'm Dave Tingley. He is Taya Bailey. We are Dave and Taya.
I loved it. I didn't know which one of us was going to go, but that had to be followed up. Like, there was no way we could let that slide. Well done.
Our half-hour comedy is coming to NBC in the fall. Just look out for that.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Why not?
We do that better than we do basketball, I think.
Yeah, I've accepted that I'm no longer a basketball player. It's all the other stuff now.
Musgrove can't finish. Look at that nice little nifty pass in there to Brody Black. And he banks it home for two. And it's 17-11 now. McNaughton trying to create an all-Moncton Hoop Classic final. Sussex wants to ruin that scenario as best they can. Humphrey pushes it up. Aaron Walker again. Soft jump shot doesn't go. But Brody Black causing problems in there, crashing the glass, and creates a second shot opportunity for Sussex. They've had a couple of these nifty plays out of these end line out of bounds. Muscroft, they had to know what was going there. He gets it anyway, but ripped clean by Cooper Carson. He is relentless. Well defended there by Sussex, but how did that looked like travel in the making, but DeVoe managed to keep his feet. Swings it to Brody Black all the way over to Matthias Muscroft. He misses the three. Walker up and misses it again. And now Velarde back for the McNaughton Highlanders. Orozco in the lane. Look at that dump-off pass, and look at the defense by DeVoe, but collected by Cooper Carson again.
So yeah, when we look at the matchup down at the other end with Matthias Musgrove, Coach Earl called what he was planning to do, and it seems to have been the right decision.
It's working out so far.
Yep.
But Matthias is the type of kid where some kids you can rattle.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he rattles easy.
Well, and you know, I say that knowing and believing that he's going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
He'll make whatever adjustment is necessary, and then we go.
That's what's going to be interesting,
right?
Is when he
figures it out,
makes the adjustment, and it's going to be with help from his dad and the coach on the sideline, because he said whatever they throw at us, we think we can make adjustments to counteract it. And Puna, and that's got to be thrown up by Bradley Steele. Almost goes.
He almost got it.
Look at that, chuck and chase, and came out with it. Who came out with it? Ryan Stultz, and he's going to go to the line for two. McNaughton and Sussex both are just chock full of these athletes that just are willing to throw their body around and do whatever they need to do to earn a possession. And that was a chuck and chase, and it needed to be from Steele, but he had his man, Ryan Stultz, crashing the glass. And Coach Earl, he's mentioned too about how coaching these guys, and it's a temporary position because they're without their head coach just for this weekend, and he's going to come back after it. But Coach Earl's got a new baby and just doesn't have the time this year to devote to it full time.
Right.
But he said, I don't know all these kids well enough. As Sussex misses the jumper, it's going to go back to McNaughton. I don't know these kids well enough. I know they're good. I don't know in which way they're good.
Right.
So I can't put them exactly in the position to succeed just yet after only 4 practices with them.
Right.
But I'd be willing. I mean, Nick, I think you figured it out, man.
Yeah, I totally trust them.
I think you figured it out, my friend, because they're playing terrific ball in this tournament so far. 2-0 and a 6-point lead here early. Muscroft collects, kicks. Ben Hookey up for three, and he's a big name for them today. Coming off the bench today is Ben Hookey, and he's struggled a little bit through 2 games with his discipline a little bit. He got a T last game, and his coach, I know, talked to him about that. But if he gets going, look out. He's a all-star level guy, B&B player, Ben Hookey, and a missed opportunity there inside for Bernice McNaughton. And there's that wheel. Musgrove trying to bully his way inside. He's going to get to the line. So I think neither Cooper on the floor at this point for, oh, here he comes back. Cooper Carson. I was going to say there's going to be a steady diet of Coopers on Matthias. And he didn't see anybody there, so.
And look at the result.
Gets to the line, and here comes a Cooper.
So Coach Earl said, okay.
All right, let's get. Which Cooper do I need to get the heck back in there?
I tried, but I guess we're going back to a Cooper.
And a rare missed free throw from Mr. Muscroft. Knocks down the second one, though. Jack Orozco in front of the point now for McNaughton. Hand off to Stultz. He's going to attack right-handed, gets squeezed. And Sussex doing a terrific job on this possession, squeezing the ball handler. And Cooper Carson's going to have to create something, and he does. Misses the banker, though, and Aaron Walker just loses it that rebound out of bounds. It's going to stay with McNaughton. And shot clock goes to 14. Cooper Carson keys it in, up top to Ryan Stultz. Looks to attack with the left. Nope, goes back to Ethan Briand. Hand off there to Cooper Carson. He's going to launch a bank shot that's missed, and then Bradley Steele, follows.
Battling inside for the
one.
ball.
I'm telling you, these teams are not giving an inch on any possession.
We've seen a lot of tough basketball.
We really have.
Like it's been fun to watch.
Really entertaining, that type of hoops too, and the refereeings fit the style of play of these teams.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of, and there's Cooper Carson digging out another rebound. Aaron Walker banging that ball away, but it was returned back out to Ryan Stultz.
It's been a little bit of a throwback type tournament, like in terms of the way that these teams have all been playing against each other.
And that's a throwback type screen roll there. Pretty feed from Orozco to Briand. 2 more, 21-15, 10 seconds left first quarter. Cooper Carson bellying up Matthias Muscroft. Makes the right play, but a missed 3 at the buzzer from Hookey. But again, Muscroft feeling the pressure from the McNaughton defense, but making the right play. Just came up short there to end that first quarter, and we ended with a 21-15 McNaughton Highlander lead. And again, tough stuff from the Sonics. Got down, fought back, and looks like we're going to have another game.
Yep.
And if it's anything like the first game, hello.
Yep. And I mean, again, I look at a team like Sussex. Because of their discipline, they'll figure it out. They're not going to be out of the game unless you're up 40 points. They're not out of the game.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, we're still playing first quarter basketball. Well, going into the second now, but I mean, we're still in the first half of this game, and the spread hasn't been that far away that Sussex had a problem.
No.
And again, like you said, Coach Muscroft was very clear. Look, they're going to throw stuff at us. We're not even going to focus on that. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on us. And whatever those things are that they throw at us, we'll make the adjustment, which he's doing right now. Mm-hmm. and we'll figure it out. One of the things coaching for so long, and I know you've experienced this too, is sometimes your players look at the scoreboard and see that they're down, and they just immediately think the world has ended and it's over.
Yeah.
Right? And sometimes, like I remember listening to an interview from Phil Jackson, and he was talking about how. They were talking about how, like, for a certain span of games that the Bulls were down 10 and 12 and 15 points at the start of each game. He said, I had no idea what these other teams were coming in to do. So you can have the first quarter so I can figure it out, and then we'll get to it. And that kind of reminded me a little bit of like what you were saying about your conversation with Coach Musgrove, in that, yeah, I mean, they're going to do what they do, and we'll adjust, and we'll be okay.
And I guess Matthias Musgrove is the Michael Jordan in this analogy?
I haven't checked how many people are listening this
Yeah,
time.
all right. Or the Kobe?
I can't throw that around.
More speak your language?
Yeah, I can't throw those around.
No, but you're right. You got a guy that's a special type player, like Matthias. You got to figure that team's going to have something special cooked up for them. You make the adjustments as you go, and that's how it works. And good coaching, and you got to be confident as a coach to coach that way.
Yeah.
And he obviously is. He knows his team.
Yeah.
He's confident in his guys. So Sussex here starts the second quarter down 6. Up that three-pointer goes, and it's short.
I'm also keeping an eye on if Ben Hookey gets going. This is a different game,
Very
different ball game.
Yep, absolutely.
You're going to get the consistency that you get from the Walker boys, and you know, but if Hookey gets going, it's going to be different.
No doubt about it.
You know, Connor Humphrey's going to give you what he gives you, and it's good. Like, he's going to do a great job. Those guys are always going to be consistent. But yeah.
Yep, but I think a lot of this, the strength of both of these teams is most of the guys you know what you're going to get.
Yep.
And Briand, what he's giving them right now is points. Leading scorer, I think, so far for Moncton. And well defended there by Ryan Stelz. And that's a turnover. And Mark Musgrove had something to say. He's convinced that was I think he's talking about that. His man got hit. That's why he was losing out of bounds. So again, there's lots of physical play going on here. That one again, lots of contact again. And Bradley Steele. The guys down low for Moncton have been loads so far. Bradley Steele's been doing good things. Ethan Briand down there banging.
Well, I don't think that the Moncton players don't understand the magnitude of the opportunity to have an all-Moncton final tomorrow.
Oh, for sure.
Right? Like.
And down it goes. 2 for 2 at the line for Bradley Steele. And a sub in for the Sussex Sonics. And Kyle Whalen, who had some really good minutes for them. Last time out, draining threes calmly and comfortably, and he's going to have a chance at another one. Nope, puts the ball on the floor. Gets it back out to George Walker. Skip pass to Caitlin, excuse me, to Keaton DeVoe. And nice box out there by Moncton. Ryan Stultz, Cooper Carson, excuse me. That's the pass to himself. Briand looking for a shot, not there. Steele from 3.
I promise you awkward silence anytime that you fumble.
I know.
That's me having your back, brother.
I enjoy the awkward silences. Ben Hookey, not there for him. Swings to Walker, all the way over to Keaton DeVoe. Well defended there by Steele. And a steal there from Ryan Stultz. He's going to try to go all the way, and he lays it in with the left hand. And another timeout. Sussex says, here come the Highlanders, and they've pushed this lead out to 15 points. They want this all-Moncton final. They want the Purple Knights, and the Sonics are going to have to make some big adjustments.
Well, and again, like when you talk about the all-Moncton final, those bragging rights last all year. I remember playing in the Coal Bowl, and we made the final. Our team made the final against another local team that we had to go back to Halifax with, and they beat us in the final.
Oh, no.
And it didn't matter what happened regular season, the rest of the year, we beat you in the Coal Bowl championship, shut up, was basically the treatment we received no matter what we did the rest of the year against that team.
Yeah,
In fact, to this day, I still can't name the school.
Oh, okay.
I still won't even mention
It's
who
a
it was.
Voldemort situation?
I will not say their name.
Yes, I know Harry Potter people.
Like, I'm very happy that they're not in this tournament right now because it would be real awkward doing this broadcast. Because I wouldn't be. I'm sorry, Dave. You're on your own.
All right.
Like that's how that would play.
That's how that would go. You would refuse to.
Yeah, and I would still.
I would
still come to commentate the game so that no one else could say their name.
Okay. Could I say their name?
I'd figure out a way to block you.
All right.
Here we go. Back to basketball.
Oh man! Aaron Walker swings to Matthias Muscroft. He's going to try to get something going to pull up Jay. That was smooth. There's only so much you can do about that. No matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of Cooper name you've got.
Yeah. No, he's going to be a problem, right?
Yep.
And that. The thing is, too, is, again, like when we talk about the throwback style of basketball that they're playing out here today, that mid-range jumper is something that basketball itself has seemed to get away from.
How about Bradley Steele? Look at his minutes.
Wow, all over the place.
He's just raining jumpers in from all over the place, creating havoc defensively, rebounds, block shots. Holy smokes. He is just our one-man wrecking crew right now for McNaughton.
I believe Coach Muscroft just asked for the replay.
We do not have that capability yet.
Yeah, somebody,
at the DNA Swag Classic.
Somebody's got to tell him. I don't want him to bring that anger up here.
And George Walker, two-handsy with Cooper Carson. And that is 3 fouls on George Walker. That is trouble for the Sussex High Sonics. And Walker's going to have to sit. I would be shocked if we saw him again in the second quarter.
Got some Sonics fans tuned in on YouTube.
Do we?
Yeah. So.
Oh boy.
Got the Go Sonics going. So, welcome. Glad you're here.
Yes. Thanks for watching, Sonics fans. We are a big fan of your squad, and I am a big fan of one Mr. Look at him get it ready again, and yes, Mr. Bradley Steele, another opportunity. And Ethan Briand, swung all the way over to Puna, inside to Orozco, back to Steele. Let's see what our man does. A little fadeaway, doesn't go, and rebounded by Muscroft, and he's going to push it. He's got Orozco matched up on him right now. Not a Cooper in sight. I feel lied to. I'm going to get over it.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Skip pass. Keaton DeVoe, and it's blocked. Recovered by Brody Black. He's got a wide open opportunity, and he nails it. A long two.
And that is something that Coach Muscroft talked about at the start of the tournament, his ability to spread the floor.
We haven't seen it much.
Ability to shoot.
And nobody decides to guard Mr. Velarde. And Caleb takes advantage of that. You can't give him a wide open three to step into. Hookie to Muscroft. Aaron Walker, his brother off the floor. He's going to need to step up and provide a little more offense, I think. The defensive guru that is Aaron. Older brother, grade 11. Younger brother George might be sitting and watching the rest of this half. Not a good combo for Sussex, and that is just a careless pass. That's a careless turnover from a grade 12 leader. I know Muscroft. He loves Keaton DeVoe, but he didn't love that pass.
No, and he was, minding his business, sitting in his chair. Now they got him up again.
Yep. Loves how disciplined he is. He wasn't on that play, but they turned the ball over, and they got an opportunity to go the other way. And that's some hard contact there, and good thing. Man, it was a good thing that Caleb Velarde was in a position to catch Muscroft, and did.
Could have had him out. He could have been outside.
He could have been outside, and that could have been painful. So good on Velarde for cushioning his fall a little bit. And another missed free throw from Muscroft. I mean, he's missed two. It's not like we're.
But it's Matthias.
It's not like we're talking DeAndre Jordan here, but I mean, you expect him to make all of his free throws. So bucket counts. It was a violation white. 35-20. And you can hear Coach Musgrove, come on, boys, come on, boys. This is the quietest the gym's been today. It feels like this lead, you know, Sussex is not making much noise here. This is where some Sussex fans in the building might be able to help. And it called for an offensive foul. Is put on the push-off. Aaron Walker is just no slouch defensively. He is in your shorts, and you sometimes have the feeling like, get off me.
Yeah.
And Puna gave him a good get off me and got called. Aaron Walker on the wing. Penetrates with the right hand. Deals it to Black, and he lays it in on a foul, and here come the Sonics a little bit. Narrows it down to back to 13 with a chance to go down to 12. So with his brother off of the floor, Aaron Walker kind of picking up the slack a little bit offensively. Normally everything's run through his brother and Musgrove, but he's made a jumper, created a couple of things for his teammates. So down to 12. When George Walker went out, it was 15. We'll see if Sussex can manage to win these minutes to halftime without George Walker. And that's another turnover for McNaughton, a little careless. Nick Earl gives the rest of his bench a little side eye, like, what are we doing out there?
Well, Coach Earl's been around long enough to know that eventually turnovers are going to be a factor.
100%.
Right, and
if you're, just because you're up 15, you can't give away possessions.
That goes away quick, especially when you have an offensive player like Matthias Musgrove on the other team.
Yep, and look at that defense by McNaughton. They cut off Musgrove and then recovered. And it's going to be a 3-on-2 going the other way. And Steele with a dump off to Orozco. Patient. Orozco got his feet set. Now he's going to go to the glass and the dump off there inside. 2 points for Tyler Wilson for McNaughton. Nice feed from Orozco. Aaron Walker spins and spins up top to Hookie. Hookie's going to try another 3, and it goes. So a couple big ones from Hookie. Very important for him. Be another scoring option with Walker out. He brings the lead down to 11, 37-26, 4 minutes exactly, clock running. And another standstill 3 for Velarde. Easy as you like for him. And you can't give him, let us get his feet set and give him that much time.
Yeah, even on the closer. Closing out with your hands down, you might as well just stay in the key. Don't bother closing out.
Hookie on the cut on the wheel. Receives it. Steele again with a defensive play. Velarde going to push. Looking around. Who do I got? Very patient. Puna. Patient as well. Looks for Orozco. This is a terrific, tough backcourt for McNaughton. Puna on the penetration. Misses. Batted out. Well done there by Musgrove to Hookie. Back to Musgrove. Kicks it ahead. And Brody Black just fumbles it away.
That's just unfortunate.
It is. And Hookie trying to get that steal. Good effort from him,
but that's what we talk about turnovers becoming a factor, right? Like
Yep.
now that's just an unlucky situation where you lost the ball.
It is.
But when you add that to, 5 or 6 others, it's a big turnover now, right?
And fans will use this timeout to talk a little bit about the Mowat Sportsmanship Award. I mentioned it to you earlier. We didn't get into it. So the inspiration for the Mowat Sportsmanship Award came from an act of kindness demonstrated by our own Nick Earl. Ben Mowat, who was the team manager and never let cerebral palsy interfere with his ability to support his team, was called onto the court in the 2018 Hoop Classic. The excitement in the gym and the memorable evening that ensued touched the hearts and inspired all who witnessed it there or on Global News. And you can go to the YouTube machine and sure find it. Just Google Ben Mowat. The Mowat family is honoring this act of kindness by donating $5,000 over the next 10 years. And it's with great pride that our Hoop Classic welcomes this special tradition into our tournament. Our Hoop Classic committee will select 2 deserving individuals, 1 male and 1 female, to receive the annual Mowat Sportsmanship Award and a $250 honorarium to go towards sports fees, equipment, or post-secondary education or training.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I was in the gym when that happened.
You were in the gym, right?
It was.
We'll talk about it. I've read the moment. I wasn't in the gym.
Yeah. It was special because, again, I had been to a few McNaughton games over the years and seen that, like, Ben was so always there. He would be the one, there's always that one coach or manager who's on the baseline while the team is warming up.
Yep.
That was always him, right? Always encouraging the guys and supporting them. And that moment was big for not just him, and not even just from McNaughton.
What they did is they gave him a uniform.
Yeah,
they got him in at the end of a game.
It was big for basketball in the city because we, you know, our city's not so huge that you don't know the other schools or the other teams, right?
Yeah.
You know, and so for me, it was just a great.
And talk about what happened.
Thing.
He got subbed in and
he got one.
He made a shot.
He got one.
And the other team let him shoot. Who was the other team, by the way?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I wish we could. If anybody remembers who they were playing at the time, make sure to message us either on the YouTube page or just text me if you got my number, unfortunately, or Facebook me. Or
Unfortunately.
I'm at Hoops Tingley on Twitter, and you're at 180.
Yep.
So, hit us up wherever you want, fans. Tell us where you are. Tell us how wrong we are. Tell us any corrections you have, any information you have about players. Hey, if you're listening from Sussex and you got a little nugget of information about your guys you want us to know and get on the air, let us know. We're more than happy to talk about Sussex. McNaughton right now, though, is the story, and it's another turnover right back.
Oh, great
Connor
move.
Humphrey with a nice
great move.
All the way for two. The diminutive Humphrey.
You know it's a good move when I'm up here broadcasting and my eyes went like my eyes shifted.
Yeah, that was a nice in-out dribble by Humphrey to shed his defender. And Velarde in the corner up to Puna, and he's got a 3 off, in and out. A fight there, and Musgrove with the save, and up to Aaron Walker, and he's going to kick it ahead to Humphrey. Too far, though. Intercepted by Puna. So 12-point game here, under 2 minutes, a big 2 minutes for both these teams. Sussex wants a stop and some scores here, so it's not a double. So it's a less than double-figure deficit, and that's not quite a shot. I don't think McNaughton wanted, but it worked out. It bounced right to Puna, and Coach Musgrove has to be upset. Lack of a box out there.
Yeah, at this point, the rebounding differential's pretty spread.
It is very significant, and it's probably the story. Musgrove finds Aaron Walker. He's going to pop up a jumper, but well defended and not close. And here comes Orozco down the wing. Jack Orozco finds Briand. Pretty little jumper from Briand. And he's been terrific. Him and Steele have just been running things for McNaughton. I mean, the backcourt's been great too, but those two up front, presence for McNaughton tonight. The backdoor look, tipped out of bounds from Walker to Musgrove. 17-point game.
53 seconds remaining in the half.
It was just 12 a few seconds ago. Swelled to 17. See what Sussex can do to finish this half. They're going to face an uphill climb in the second half, and that's going up. And Musgrove fouled on a 3 by Jack Orozco. And that's not one you want.
Nope.
If you're a Bernice McNaughton fan.
Well, and because you've kept him basically tame for the whole first half,
he's been in check.
You don't want him to see the ball going through the hoop.
And he's missed a couple of free throws here, but if he makes all 3 of these, you're talking about, okay, let's get a stop and a score and go into halftime.
Yep.
We change the outlook for sure.
Take a little bit of momentum into the room with you.
Mm-hmm. See if Musgrove can go 3 for 3. And he does. Velarde. The ball for McNaughton. See what they've got here in their final minute of play in the first half. Orozco, Jack Orozco. Nothing there, can't reverse it. Into Briand, flashes high post. He's going to go to work. Look at that, baby hook. Rims out, Musgrove on the run. They got numbers. Sussex now has an even better advantage. Hookie takes it in, doesn't finish. Can't collect the rebound. Physical gets sent to the floor. Orozco runs it down. Briand back to a wide open Puna. Rattles in and out. 5 seconds for Sussex. 4, 3. Musgrove trying to create some space. Gets it off at the buzzer. Grazes the front of the rim. And Sussex is going to go into the break trailing 47-33. And Bernice McNaughton's got to be feeling good about themselves, Taya.
Yeah, I mean, they came and they did exactly what Coach Earl said they needed to do. Come in, lock up Musgrove, which they did.
And not just with the Coopers. They ran a bunch of different guys.
Yeah.
Orozco had him for a bulk of that last second quarter. So I think the story for Sussex will be Again, it's all about adjustments. I don't know what adjustments he's got in his back pocket, but definitely going to be. There's going to have to be more Matthias Musgrove, or this game's they're not going to be going to the finals.
It'll get away from them. Yep.
All right, fans. So we're going to take the next 9 minutes and take a break, and we'll see you back here for the second half.
So we're back for the second half of the second semifinal of the day. Glad you could join us.
I give you some grief and you take over my part of the job.
I'm Tia Bailey with a little bit of assistance from Dave Tingley.
Okay, I'll be over here talking whenever you're done.
All right.
We're versatile enough to switch roles. We can do this.
No.
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 My voice could use the rest.
Yeah, I like talking only when I feel like I've been acknowledged.
That is so you. Oh, man. So Sussex High, successful first defensive possession for them, and they need that. They need a lot of that in the second half, and they need more of that from Matthias Muscroft, but not off the side of the backboard. Velarde with the nice
Great
feed
pass
to
underneath.
Cooper Carson. Velarde making a run at player of the game as well. There's so many candidates right now for McNaughton. They've done such good work here against the Sonics. And George Walker back on the floor for Sussex with his 3 fouls. That pass isn't going to make it. Not when Puna's in there to pick it off. But Walker does a great job of defending without fouling. Going the other way. That was a big, I was going to say, could have been a big swing, but Muscroft fires it wild. Brody Black not able to corral it. And Velarde to Cooper. Carson. Over to Briand, who had a terrific first half. Over to Puna, and he's got to launch a long 3. Look at the range.
Knock it down.
Look at the range that Puna has. We're talking Tia Bailey range.
He took that easy on the kid.
Easy.
He's still got a long way to. He's trying to learn here. Don't put that kind of pressure on him.
George Walker, a hard hit, and a no call. Whew. Do you hear what Coach Muscroft said?
Yeah. How about
Can we say it on the air?
Yeah. How about you run our offense there, Matt?
No sarcasm to that at all. Oh, man. He delivered the message there. A little biting comment from Coach Muscroft. Velarde with the rare air ball from him. He's been terrific tonight. Drained in a couple threes.
See if anyone was listening.
Muscroft. Cooper Carson on him. And that's right up in his grill is Cooper Carson, not backing down at all from one of the best offensive players this province has right now. Muscroft, Orozco, nice catch by Briand. But muscled up well by Brody Black and forces a miss. Walker going the other way, lays it in. See if he can provide a spark to his Sonics here in the third quarter.
Well, at this point, I believe the Sonics will take it from anybody. Whoever will bring it will go.
Right? He's going to find a combination of guys that's going to run his offense and work for him, right?
Yeah.
And that's the turnover again by McNaughton. Orozco looked like a lot of contact, but Walker swung over to Connor Humphrey. Humphrey collected by Brody Black. Looks to set a screen for Muscroft. He rejects it and goes right. Tries to shoot over Cooper Carson, unsuccessful. Carson really doing a job on Muscroft. Briand with a little fake spin and a nice little feed to Orozco in rhythm right in the shooting pocket. Jack Orozco knocks it in.
Gets this game to a 20-point spread.
20-point spread now for Bernice McNaughton. George Walker's going to try to launch and get back. Doesn't. Velarde with the rebound. He's going to push. And Carson just not able to handle that and taps his stomach saying, that's on me. Just didn't look it into his hands. Was making a move before he caught it. I might have done that once or twice in my life. Usually off feeds from Tia Bailey because they're not precise enough.
And fact is, if you're going to get feeds from me, you need to capitalize because
there's a few and far between.
I was never a good passer.
Look at that D in there inside. From Cooper Carson. He's a menace defensively. Good grief.
Yeah, he's not allowing anything for anybody.
No, he's not. And I love him and George Walker against each other, just whacking each other's hands away. Velarde tries to finish, crashes, does Cooper Carson.
They're both the type of player, though, that activity wouldn't frustrate them as much as they gain respect for the other one.
100%.
Yeah, those are the guys that scared me, man.
They're a little off. Yeah. They like the contact a little too much.
A little too much.
Those guys are always the toughest guys to play against. Aaron Walker comes and meets the ball. Matthias Muscroft. And Matthias, no, not going to go to the line. So we should say, shout out to Mrs. Muscroft. I don't know your first name, Mark's wife, but she sent us a heads up on the pronunciation of her son's name, as well she should. She named him. She's allowed. And it's Matthias, as Brody Black inches him a little bit closer. And I'm still getting caught calling Matthias off and on. But Rachel, I was just informed. Listen, this is what a good what a good head of the tournament we have, right?
Yep.
Brennan, here's me talking because I talk loud enough for everybody to hear, and he comes right over and has the information. So Rachel, I hope I'm doing a better job. If I've missed it a couple times in this game, gone with the hard T, it's because I got a buddy named Matthias, and so I'm from a long time ago from Halifax, and so yeah, it's tough for me. I got a Matthias in my brain, so it's Matthias Muscroft, and I better learn his name because he's going to be a name to know for a long time in this area with his game. Goes for the steal there, spin and baseline, and look who's in the corner. Puna, he's long with that three though. Rebounded by Muscroft. Kicks it ahead to Connor Humphrey. Aaron Walker in the corner, but it's not there. Back to Muscroft, and he's got a three, but it's short. And he's just not in rhythm, right?
No. And again, that was you know, if I was Coach Earl, I would assume that's the task he gave his guys, right? Like,
if you're guarding him,
we're either going to stop him or we're not, but his day has to suck.
His day has to.
Right?
He has to be working way harder than he normally is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And and Cooper Carson kicks to the corner. Ryan Stultz on the drive. Gets met by Aaron Walker. Maintains possession. Aaron Walker.
I was kind of wondering how long he was going to be allowed in that key there.
But he got it called for a travel first before Walker. I think Stultz just realized what the call was, and he's like, "Are you kidding me? I just got pretzeled into a ball, and I come out, and it's a travel on me." All right, I'll keep playing. Look at his attitude, though. Let me keep playing. And he gets a turnover? No, I thought he did for a second. I've become a much bigger Ryan Stultz fan tonight than I was before. He's been tough tonight.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm starting to think high school basketball is my favorite ball to watch right now.
Right?
Like these kids, there's no whiners out here. Like they're just toughing it out and playing hard.
And the refereeing's been very good by and large.
Yeah.
But even so, like whenever there's been some questionable calls, you don't see them
like
getting questioned by many of these kids.
Yeah.
They just, all right, next possession, I'm going to get after it. And look at Aaron Walker. He's going to get called for a foul.
Yeah, I mean, if we get into a ticky-tack situation with either of the Walker boys, chances are you're going to end up on your oopsie daisy.
Yeah. Hold on. On your what?
On your oopsie daisy. Chances are you're going to be on your oopsie daisy.
Oh, man. That is that's the oldest old man word we've said today.
Okay, barn burner. Let's get back to
Hey, oopsie daisy is worse. As Tyler Wilson banks in a three. And shout out to Xander Tower, the grade 10, with an assist on that one. His first minutes on the floor for Xander. Hello, Tower family. I know you were listening the other night. I hope you are again. And Muscroft, long with that three. And coming out is Briand. He's got he's got Tyler Wilson with him. Doesn't go there. Look at them dig in there. The combination of Aaron Walker and Keaton DeVoe dug that one loose. Relentless. Hand off to George Walker. All the way over to Muscroft. Muscroft, another good shot. This time he's going to the line. He's taking the shots he should be taking. You got to hand it to him. It's not easy for him.
You get a little bit of a tale of two teams too, like because you can see the energy that the McNaughton bench is even providing.
Oh yeah.
To their guys on the floor.
Yep. And you feel like maybe it should be Sussex.
Right.
You know
but again, it makes a difference, right? And you know, Sussex, the guys on the floor aren't being able to muster up the energy that they need right now.
Yep.
And it's got to come from somewhere, and a good place for that to come from, especially in an empty gym like this, where you know there is really no home or away team. It's going to be my loud bench versus your loud bench.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so yeah, this be a moment where you know it's part of the game. Be a moment where Sussex bench even could infuse a little bit of energy into their guys.
And my player of the first half for McNaughton comes back into the game. Bradley Steele up top, missed three there for Brody Black. Cooper Carson back for McNaughton. Ryan Stultz has been solid for McNaughton tonight. Wheels his way around. One Walker, but Matthias Muscroft picks it off. I know, I corrected myself.
No,
I know you're going to give me a giggle every time. I get it. Matthias.
It's more because of the fact that you correct yourself.
I know.
Means I know enough to know the process that's going on in your head and how frustrated you are with yourself even that this is happening.
You're so right. Bradley Steele coast to coast and kicks it to Xander Tower in the corner. The three is missed long. George Walker pulls it down. And Muscroft on the move. Walker into the corner. Muscroft gets it back and a little fadeaway over two guys. That was tough. You're in that one. Cooper Carson you got to look at him and go, yeah, okay, you got me there.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't going to keep him scoreless.
Nope, certainly not. Bradley Steele. Oh, that pass, ill-advised, picked off. Muscroft. Nice little handoff there to Brody Black. Gets that offensive rebound, but misses. That's one he wants to have back for sure. Orozco pulled down the board. And it's Stultz now for McNaughton. Over to Tower. He's going to put it down left, and a nice pass from Drew Tower. Well done.
Might soon be time for Coach Muscroft to take one.
To Tyler Wilson, and maybe a couple minutes ago might have been that time too.
Yeah.
George Walker, Brody Black, up top to Keaton DeVoe, all the way over to Walker. He's going to try a three, shorts it, pulled down by Cooper Carson, who's everywhere on that end of the floor. High praise was given to Cooper Carson before the game by Nick Earl, who gave him the title of the best defensive player he's ever coached over Emmanuel Octavius.
He did say they were 1A, 1B, though, Emmanuel, if you're listening.
But he gave him 1A. He gave him 1A. So, Emmanuel,
I just don't want to mess up Coach's Christmas card, Emmanuel, so he didn't, move you down to 2.
No.
Just B.
He said 1B. It was a difficult decision on Earl's part.
Still send the card.
Not that difficult, though. I mean, come on, Emmanuel, give him a hard time.
Still send the card.
Yeah, still send the card.
I can't believe you'd even agree. Isn't Emmanuel a Mount A guy?
He is. But I'm sitting here watching Cooper, becoming a huge fan, so what am I going to do?
I don't know. Stay loyal, I guess.
Stay loyal.
It's an option.
Stay loyal? I'm not saying that Emmanuel's not tremendous. I love Emmanuel.
Oh, but you just move him off to the side a little bit because you met a new Cooper.
What are you trying to do right now?
You know exactly what I'm trying to do, and I'm succeeding.
Well, cut it out.
Everybody who's listening,
anyway,
you heard it all here.
Cooper Carson up the floor to Ryan Stultz. None of this nonsense. Kill this guy's mic. Drew Tower. Oh, fakes the pass this time. Collects again.
I knew that was going to happen.
Back
That's why
Tower.
I moved closer to where the buttons are.
Tyler Wilson. Patient. Back to Steele. Spins into trouble, though. Brody Black double dribbles, and he knew it.
Play through it, young man. Play through it.
What did I just do, said Brody Black. Some of these little mental mistakes you don't really see out of Sussex.
No.
And that's one. He's a smarter player than that. Just one of those, what did I just do plays.
I mean, realistically, though, some days you just don't have it.
Yep.
I mean, Hoop Classic semifinal is a day that you would hope that you wish that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But it happens, right? It's part of the game.
Physical defense, and that's going to be a travel. Sussex doing good stuff, getting the ball back, and then carelessly trading turnovers. So McNaughton with yet another chance at the end of this quarter. 4.4 left to extend this lead going to the fourth quarter. And I believe I called Xander Tower. I'm just singing it now. I think I called his by his dad's name because I know his dad. So another left brain hip check by me. So it's Xander Tower. I'm pretty sure I said Drew.
The left brain hip check.
Shout out to Drew, and Xander Tower at the buzzer gets the roll. I got your name right that time, Xander. Attaboy.
Okay, Dave, here's the thing. Going forward, you need to get all of these rights. I'm getting your Andrew Tights texts now. He's texting me for you.
Oh, is it? Was that what it was about?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
I knew it.
Do better.
I knew it. I knew it before you even sent it. Oh, well, you probably said it a few minutes ago, Trites, but yes, my apologies to the Tower family. No, Drew and I used to work together at the Times of Transcript. I know him well. He's a good man. Like I said, little left brain hip check. Why don't I do this professionally again? Oh, yeah.
You're great.
I'm all right. I'll accept it. I'll accept you're great.
We all like you.
Yeah, I know. So, listen, this one's been put to bed. If you tell, I'd like to think that Sussex can make a game of it here in the fourth quarter, but down 23 with Bernice McNaughton playing this level of defense, I don't see that level dropping anytime soon. Do you?
No.
And I am already salivating at the.
In some situations, I would say, okay, well, but I mean, McNaughton, like, it would take a complete shutdown on their part. The way they're playing right now, it would take a complete shutdown on their part for them to give this game up.
And I would place them as the favorite in tomorrow's matchup in the final against Moncton High right now. There is not a team playing better than I can see than McNaughton in this tournament. Big guys, the guards, the wings, they're defending, they're making shots, they're playing hard, they're crashing the boards. And McNaughton comes out of the huddle with some new blood. Josh Holler into the game. Number 10, a grade 11 for McNaughton. And it's going to be Sussex ball to start the fourth quarter. And Matthias Musgrove starts the fourth on the bench. Kyle Whalen in his spot. Other than that, it's the starting lineup for Sussex. Orozco and Velarde, Puna, Briand with Holler out there on the floor. They're 5, so 4 starters for each team. George Walker penetrates and stolen from behind from Puna. Briand's going to bring it on the run. Hands off to Velarde, uses him for a screen. Holler, belly up defense from George Walker. And Holler with the teardrop almost goes.
I like it.
Yeah, didn't back down from Walker's tough defense there to Holler. Connor Humphrey for 3. Oh, in and out for him. Velarde coming back. Sussex is going to play this fourth quarter like it's still a game.
Absolutely.
That. Moncton's going to have to play to the or McNaughton's going to have to play to the buzzer. Aaron Walker with another foul. That's his at least third. Yeah, I think it's his third. It is. So George and his brother both with 3. George been playing most of this. Oh, and Connor Humphrey had an angle on that, but secured by Velarde. Briand puts it on the ground and penetrates. Tries to finish contact, can't. Orozco, Puna's got to throw it up. It hits the rim, but rebounded by George Walker. Over to his brother, in the corner to Connor Humphrey. He's going to pop a jumper on the baseline. It goes for Connor Humphrey. His second basket.
Yeah, and again, I expect him to step up a little bit now.
Yeah.
He brings toughness to this team. For a smaller guy, like you're not gonna punk him, for lack of a better way to say it.
100%.
Right?
Oh, and Walker gets his pocket picked by Orozco. And Orozco's going to go to the line. And Aaron Walker thinks that he had some physical defense played on him by Orozco. Not happy with the call. And Matthias Musgrove coming back into the game for George Walker. His fourth. Down it goes. First free throw for Jack Orozco. And we better start making our list of potential players of the game for McNaughton. We're going to have to sort through a series of them. We'll start the debate now. Now, Kelly Vass will tell you different, but I've won our player of the game competition so far because Kelly and I don't get to pick the players of the game for the girls' side. It's the girls' committee. We do it for the guys' games.
Right.
Not to brag, but I've picked more right ones than her. The committee is, so I'm winning. I have to win everything because that's me, and I'm winning. It's a sensation though. It's a Twitter. It's a hashtag on Twitter. Kelly and Dave competition, player of the game competition. Yeah. We're trending for sure.
Okay.
You don't believe a word I'm saying right now?
Nope.
And nor should you, because I'm full of it.
Well, I mean, I'm not convinced that you would beat Kelly Vass at anything. So
all right.
I would have to be at that game.
That's valid, except for the fact that I am beating her at this.
I mean, I need to hear that from her.
All right.
You've never lied to me before, but I just feel like this is the time it's starting.
Oh, I certainly have.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, but I do feel like this is the first time it's like blatant, like you're just doing it knowing I know the truth, and you're going to double down and stick with it.
Yeah, that's true. You're 100%. You've read me like a book.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Haller with a big three from the corner, and he misses. Nice rebound there from Briand, who's definitely on our list of potential players of the game for McNaughton. Haller tries to run it down in the corner, not quite there. Kyle Whalen keys in to George Walker. Kelly Vass says, thank you, Taya. Kelly, you know I'm right and you're wrong, so don't even try it. Matthias Musgrove for three, and he nails it. Deep three. Only brings it back to an 18-point lead, however. Sussex still playing hard. A little bit of a defense chant from their bench. Could have some more mustard behind it, in my opinion, but they're trying. And a three is long, and Connor Humphrey runs it down, but it's knocked away by Velarde. And he's going to try to finish, and he does.
I mean, again, getting back to your talk about the guard play in this tournament has just been crazy awesome.
It's so good.
Yeah, very well.
Such a high level. Humphrey going to swing it around. Up goes the three by Kyle Whalen, and it's off, and Puna on the rebounds. And a lot of those backcourt members are members of the Highlanders. They've got a treasure trove of them.
Yeah.
Look at that smooth jumper. Runs it down, does Briand. Drops it off for Orozco, but well read there by Musgrove. And he knows that he's got Connor Humphrey long, and he gives it to him, and he's going to lay it in for two more. So 68-50 now, 18-point lead. Inside 6 minutes, fourth quarter, the second semifinal of the 2021 DNA Swag Hoop Classic. Bernice McNaughton firmly in control, trying to make an all Moncton final. Orozco with a nice little dribble between the legs, gets it out to Haller, who's short in the three that time. Humphrey going to bring it back for Sussex. Tracks a man and dumps it to Musgrove. Into Walker. Out to Brody Black, short. And another break opportunity for Velarde. He steps through. Looks like it hit him on the way out of bounds, and it did.
Got unlucky. Caught him on the foot as he was rolling out.
It did. And wholesale substitutions now for McNaughton. As back comes Bradley Steele and Cooper Carson and Tyler Wilson. And joining them, Aiden Vautour. And, whichever one I'm missing. Oh, Ryan Stultz. Excuse me, Ryan. Another one of our player of the game candidates. He's been terrific today. And going to get called for a block there is Vautour. Side out, Sussex again. George Walker at the top. Connor Humphrey. Inside on the wheel to Walker. Shot block.
Defense.
And another staunch defensive play by Bradley Steele.
Yeah, this has been a convincing game by Bernice McNaughton.
It really has. They have been the most impressive team in this tournament.
Yeah, and
it's not even close.
They've definitely forced, and they've done this. This isn't the only team they've done it to, but they've definitely forced Sussex out of who they are.
Absolutely. Look at that job. Even Vautour hasn't played any minutes today.
Right.
And that possession, he just locked down Muscroft. Muscroft gave him a shot fake, a spin, a step back, and there he was. So, here they are. We need to start giving serious consideration now.
Well, you go ahead. You need a win.
I need a win?
Yeah.
I don't need a win. Don't even get me started. As Cooper Carson misses a 3 and rebounded by Muscroft. Listen, I want to go. Look, I want to go with my heart's telling me to go with Bradley Steele for McNaughton, who was so staunch defensively in that first half and got really hot. Made a series of jumpers too. Not known for being the biggest offensive scorer on this team, but you can make a case for a bunch of other guys. I want to hear your case, man. I can't just make it up myself.
Well, based off of what we've seen this whole tournament, my choice isn't a popular one. My choice for McNaughton would be Cooper, because of taking out what I believe is one of the top 3 offensive players in this tournament.
Full agreement, except we gave it to him the first game.
Okay, well, see,
do we know who the player of the game for McNaughton was in the FHS game?
No.
I put it out there to our.
Yeah, I caught that.
He's not sure.
I caught that.
So we want to spread them around, right?
Yeah,
so
no, and I'm totally open. But you said put in my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. So I'm open to whoever you choose.
Cents.
No, those are the 2 I have. I've been here. I haven't been working. So I don't have more than 2 cents.
Man, I mean, you could go Velarde, you could go Orozco, you could go Briand. I also want to go Briand. You know what? He's a grade 12. You know what? Final call, Ethan Briand. Do you have an argument with me there?
No, I have no arguments
right?
with you.
He was solid?
I have no arguments with you.
Grade 12 kid?
Yeah.
And he deserves it.
Make it happen.
Ethan Briand. And what were we talking about for Sussex? Oh, gosh. It's been a tough game for them. I'm thinking maybe George Walker. No, he was out with the foul trouble quite a bit. It's a tougher choice for them. They've kind of struggled this game. You have any thoughts on that one? You got to help me with the Sussex team.
Yeah.
You got to help me. Oh, and a turnover, and frustrating for Sussex. Walker puts his hands to his head and goes, "Oh, what am I doing?"
Yeah, I'm with George Walker, actually.
Are you with George Walker?
I just think the toughness that he's playing with, and again, I have to look at the fact that, Sussex has struggled from opening tip. He's been at least consistent with the physicality and trying to bring some energy.
We could also go his brother. His brother had kind of the same, and he wasn't sitting for long stretches in foul trouble, but yeah. I don't know, man. It's so tough for Sussex this game. They just kind of were
George Walker
stuck in the mud.
We're not going to come to a conclusion on that. We're going George Walker.
How do you feel about that? We get a nod of approval from.
He didn't want anything to do with it. That's why he's got us doing it.
I know. It's crazy, right?
Yeah. Here we are.
Yeah, Drew Tower for Bernice McNaughton is the player of the game.
If I get another text because of you guys.
Our problem is this week we're not having enough fun.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That is the entire issue that we're having right now. Is not enough fun. Oh boy! So there will be sunnier days for the Sussex Sonics in this, especially with the squad that they've got. My goodness.
Yeah, like I said, sometimes you just don't have it, and it's a little bit compounded when the other team actually does. McNaughton came out and played a really good game.
They did.
And Sussex didn't have it today, and that's not a knock on them. It happens.
Really
it's the game, right? It happens.
And a good bounce there to Cooper Carson.
But I've learned enough about this squad to know that this isn't who they are, and they will be back with a vengeance. In fact, the next time that they get to face McNaughton, McNaughton's going to be in for quite a fight.
Yeah, 100%. You know that they're going to react. How they're going to react to a loss like this.
Yeah, you're not going to just get away with this.
No,
right?
No, you are not. And look at the fight there from Matthias Muscroft. Muscled it up, missed, and then muscled it back up again. And Cooper Carson inside collects and doesn't score, but another rebound in there by Ryan Stultz. Boy, that was some head-to-head contact there, too. And let's see, he's on his back there in the corner. He's not feeling good.
So we've got ourselves yes, we do. We've got ourselves an all Moncton final tomorrow.
Yeah. What's your handicap for the final?
I got Moncton High taking it.
You do?
Yep. Yeah, I'm going with the Purple Knights.
I got the Highlanders, man.
I know you do.
I do.
And I know you do.
No disrespect to the Purple
Knights.
Knights.
and I don't feel like it's disrespect to McNaughton either.
No.
From my end. I feel like Moncton High is the team that's had to find ways to win all week. And so putting them in a position where they have to find a way to win, I just trust them to figure it out.
Okay. You could very well be right, and I could be proven wrong. I just think McNaughton has the formula.
Yeah.
They got a formula. They're super deep. They got everybody playing well. They got a bunch of guys that can make a shot, bunch of guys that can defend, bunch of guys that can make the bright pass, bunch of guys that can get you the rebounds you need. They're tough.
Oh, you're 100% correct.
So
Moncton,
however, they have that X factor, which is if Felienjai
if he shows
just
up,
goes off.
Yeah, And then again, my X factor, Taylor McGovern, is going to come in and take care of the stuff, right?
Taylor McGovern.
Oh, that's my guy.
Is it the red hair?
That's my man. I don't know what it is. He's just cool to me. Like I like him, right? So.
And we'll mention the last of the Bernice McNaughton Highlanders on the floor. Cooper Lennox, number 9. Ethan Griffard making an appearance. So getting some minutes. And Matt Stewart, number 4 in the game. And Matt trying to dig that out. Matt Stewart takes a shot to the head. It's like, man, I've been out here for 10 seconds. Getting whacked by George.
I don't
Take
deserve
it easy,
this.
Man.
I don't deserve this. Why, George? Of all people in the building.
Good job blocking that cut on George there, though. Good on him. And Velarde takes it away and lays it in for 2 more. Cooper Lennox was there in case there was a miss. A nice backdoor feed there from George. Keaton DeVoe is going to go to the line for 2 shots. The senior, so he's one guy that he and Brody Black that have played a lot. We won't see them back next year at the Hoop Classic if they come, and I hope to goodness that these Sussex Sonics are in this tournament again next year. I know Chairman Brendan Belmar's talked about he's got a waiting list of teams to come play here.
Yeah, but let's not make these guys wait. Let's get that grade 12 year from Muscroft here,
yes,
Matthias.
Yes, please. Can we please have that? And the grade 11 years of all these grade 10s. Nice catch from DeVoe. Doesn't finish, but finished off there by Ben Hookey. 72-55 as we approach the final minute of play in the 4th quarter of this semifinal. Not the maybe not as great a game, a classic that the first one was, and it was in a lot of ways. And Muscroft finishes through contact. Probably got hit, didn't care. Sussex playing right through to the buzzer here. 3 up from Aaron Walker off the back of the rim. They're trying to get it over half. There's going to be an 8-second call here, I think. There it was. So Sussex playing to the final whistle.
Yep. They're being Sussex.
They're being Sussex.
Right.
They don't stop playing if there's time on
That's
the
why I
clock.
respect them as much as I do, is
Yep.
because no matter what the score is.
Really? 'Cause that's not what you were saying before the game.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah. No. He says the same things off camera as he does on people. My man. I wouldn't burn him like that. Well, I would. Just,
yes, you would.
yeah. Just not in this situation. Sussex not taking off this press in the last minute. And Cooper, number 2, Lennox, finishes with the left hand. And Walker, he's going to pop that. Long one, and it's missed. And rebounded by Ethan Griffard. A steal from...
Still attacking, still going.
Neither one of these teams are
Nope.
stopping.
There's still time on the clock. Buzzer hasn't gone off. We're going to play.
Neither one of these teams has stopped. And Aaron Walker going to the line.
And neither one of them have to play first thing in the morning, so go ahead.
They don't.
Go ahead, let's finish up.
Yep. Down it goes at the line for Aaron Walker.
So, folks, my partner Dave will start broadcasting tomorrow at 9 a.m.
I got 2 more tonight, too.
Yeah, I know. I'm already into tomorrow, though, because I don't have 2 more tonight.
You don't have 2 more tonight. Nope. Megan Campbell does with me. The 2 girls crossover games come next, and I hope you guys will stay with us for that, because those are going to be great games as well. Exciting stuff as we come down to the end of the DNA Hoop Classic. Another steal towards the end.
Yeah.
Both teams. Where's that horn?
76-59 is your final.
And Bernice McNaughton makes it an all Moncton final tomorrow. And there'll be bragging rights on the line, not only for Moncton, but also for myself and Taya, because I'm going to remember his prediction. McNaughton fans, remember, I love you.
That's only because Coach Earl called you on it before the game started.
That fro of his, by the way, is in a fine state of affairs.
I thought you were
He
going to
thinks-
miss that. You did say that you were
He
going to
told
make
me,
mention.
He told me, he's like, this is nothing. This is minor. He's like, it can be better. I said, I want to see it better.
Me too.
Here we go to the player of the game presentations. And Ethan Brienne getting the call. And it could have been any one of 100 guys for Bernice McNaughton. I went with the grade 12.
I had already forgotten who it was.
Had you?
Yeah, that's why when he said it, I looked over. Was that him?
Yeah.
No, good call. Good job, Dave.
Are you with me on it?
Yeah, I'm with you.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fans, it's been a solid day of basketball, and we're not done yet. The men's final is set. The women's final is not.
Some of
Got
us
2
aren't
more
done
games to decide. Some of us aren't done. So 31 minutes and 43 seconds remaining until the start of the girls' semifinals. So Taya, I'll say goodbye. And Taya, you're not going to join us tomorrow. You're going to be over there on the bench.
I'll be at the table on the microphone.
You're going to be calling it, running the show. We'll hear your voice, though.
Yeah.
It just won't be with me next to me. There'll
Well,
be a cavalcade of stars sitting next to me tomorrow.
I'll send you a few messages from
Yes,
the table there.
I have no doubt that you will. So, Taya, thanks for joining me this weekend, man. It's been
I
fun.
appreciate it.
And we will see you tomorrow, and we will see you guys after the break in 31 minutes.